Today we're going to be solving with the quadratic formula. I've listed the quadratic formula over here. It's x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, now here's our equation. It's a quadratic equation. X squared plus 5x minus 14 equals 0. So all we're going to try to work on doing here is solving this one. First we have to identify what our a, b, and c are. So let's write that over here. B and C. My a in this case is 1. My b is 5. And my c is negative 14. Okay, now what we want to try to do here is to try to solve this one. We just really got to plug it into this formula. So I'm going to write this formula. This is just my x part of it. X equals negative b, and b is 5, negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared, whoops, instead of writing 5, I wrote b squared, which is 25, minus 4ac. So 4 times a is 1, times c is negative 14. Okay, so all over 2a. 2 times a, and we decided that a was 1. So if we want to simplify that a little bit further, negative 5 plus or minus the square root. I've got 25. Negative 4 times 1 is just negative 4. Negative 4 times 14 will put us at 56. 1456, yep. Plus 56. All over 2 times 1. 2 times 1 is 2. 25 plus 56 gives me 81. So x is equal to 5 plus or minus the square root of 81 all over 2. Okay, this makes it kind of nice because 81 ended up being a whole, or a perfect square. So that's the same thing as x equals 5 plus or minus the square root of 81 is 9 all over 2. Okay, now on this particular one, 5 plus 9, so we got to kind of break it up into two equations. X equals 5 plus 9 divided by 2, that's my first one, and x equals 5 minus 9 all over 2. Remember, that's where my plus or minus comes in. Here's my plus, there's my minus. 5 plus 9 is 14, divided by 2 is 7. X equals 7. And this one, 5 minus 9 is negative 4, divided by 2, gives me negative 2. So my two answers on this one, x equals 7 and negative 2. X equals both of those two. I found both answers just by plugging it into this formula.